Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to sort of talk about one of the best sort of profession trifectas that there is in Phase 2, and pretty much how I use to fund all of my excessive raiding, consumes, mounts, anything that I sort of do in the game. I've found this farm to be one of the best ones, and just sort of managing all of that stuff. While there are other iterations of it and other supplying methods, I find this one to be really, really awesome. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the profession trifecta that I am talking about is going to be combining tailoring, enchanting, and fishing. This is not my fishing character. My druid is my fishing character. I would highly recommend that if fishing, you have a druid or a shaman do it if you're on horde, just for water walking, as well as just aquatic form is really nice for swimming to some of the pools. But all in all, it doesn't matter too much because everyone has a mount now that we are in Phase 2. But the reason that this profession combo is so lethal is because, one, tailoring is funded by killing humanoids to earn mage weave cloth and silk cloth to make into bolts to make into items. There are a few items that you've seen me cover, so like with silk, green silken shoulders, long silken cloak, both these are really good to just make and disenchant, as well as the white bandit masks, which I luckily got the pattern for it, but others might not have. But that's a really good one for Mage Weave to use. However, in Phase 2 here, Mage Weave has kind of been at a very steep price, so it's probably not worth it with Mage Weave to do this at this time and just sort of raw sell the bolts of Mage Weave. But definitely do your math. You can look and see what things disenchant to. It's always up for change depending on your server's economy. But what makes this profession trifecta so great is because instead of farming the bolts of silk by getting silk cloth and making them, fishing not only drops some greens that you can get, it also drops bolts of mage weave and bolts of silk cloth. So they're already at the bolt stage. That saves you a ton of time making the bolts, as well as they're just ready to go. So fishing is really cool with the ironbound chunks because it gives silk and bolts of silk cloth, as well as like 28 to 38 greens, I believe is the total range. And then you can also do mithril bound, which will give you bolts of mage weave and bolts of rune cloth. I actually would recommend in Phase 2 farming the ironbounds because they can give you silk and mage weave, as well as you can get some of the caster food right here, these sagefish delights. So it really pairs super nicely with that. So essentially fishing funnels that, and then the enchanting, your enchanting level doesn't matter in Classic. You then use it to disenchant the greens as well as anything that you make with the tailoring. So it's just a really nice farm that goes into it, and there are countless uses for enchanting. If say you have a skinner leatherworker on another character and you just you skin everything leveling up, well, you can then make those into greens, send it to that disenchanting character, they can disenchant those. If you have an alt who's a blacksmith, you can do the same thing. You spend the whole leveling cycle from 25 to 40 mining. You get a ton of iron and mithril, and you make a bunch of stuff that you can sort of disenchant. You just make that stuff and send it over to your disenchanter, or I say disenchanter because I haven't actually leveled enchanting to be any use here, but all 60 of those levels is just strictly from disenchanting stuff. And 60 is the cap, by the way, but it's just a really nice farm that people aren't aware of how powerful it can be. And as you have seen with a few of my videos, you can just sometimes go to the auction house and just flat out buy silk cloth, turn it into bolts, and then you can make these green silken shoulders or the long silken cloak for profit, and it's really beneficial. So definitely, like, you can just check it out. Obviously, when you're buying the materials opposed to farming them, you can have some really bad RNG, and you can, you know, get unlucky and not profit. So it's a really big gamble. But I just wanted to sort of take the time to emphasize how powerful fishing can be. I have a fishing video for all the fishing spots. I'll put that in the comments or in the description down below for you guys, so you can see where it is. But fishing is one of the best farms, and it will always be one of the best farms in Classic, especially when you pair it with tailoring and enchanting, because they just work so nice and create such a beautiful trifecta. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Let me know anything that you thought of down below in the comments. If there's anything you think I missed or should have added in the coverage here, I would love to hear about it. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.